helping one another. Okay? And we don't have a film for that. Next is task-based language learning. It is popularized by Pratt. And the focus of the teaching is on the completion of a task, which in itself is interesting to the learner. So it's a task-based, it's all about doing tasks. So learners use the language they already have to complete the task, and then of course there is little correction of errors. So tasks are subsumed in a major topic that is studied for a number of weeks. For example, in the topic of ecology, students are engaged in a number of tasks, culminating in a poster presentation to the rest of the class. What are those tasks that students can do? So the students can do reading, searching the internet, listening to tape material, selecting important vocabulary. So basically, when we say task-based, it's all about doing different tasks or activities for language learning. Okay, what else about task-based language learning or TPLL? It focuses on the use of authentic language and the students doing meaningful tasks using the target language. Again, what I said a while ago is about doing tasks while using the target language. For example, other tasks can be visiting the doctor. So let's say in your class, if you'd like to do task-based learning, you can put the situations in a role-playing activity. For example, one acts as a doctor and then the other acts as a patient. And then from there, the students do the role-play and then do the appropriate exchanges. So visiting the doctor, conducting an interview, or calling customer services for help. And how is language learning assessed or tested? So testing is primarily based on the outcome of the tasks. For example, the appropriate completion of tasks, rather than simple accuracy of language forms. So again, here, we're not really that focused on accuracy in terms of language forms or accuracy in terms of grammar. What is important is that the students have done the tasks and they were able to provide the appropriate output for the task. For example, in an exchange between a doctor and a patient. So in task-based learning, what is important is that they actually did the appropriate dialogue. Even if errors were committed, what is important is that the tasks were done. The tasks were done. So this makes TBLL especially popular for developing target language fluency and student confidence. So not much focus is given on forms, rather focus is on the students doing the tasks. For the purpose of creating student confidence and developing fluency. Okay? So that's task-based language learning. And then the last, communicative language teaching, then I'll give you a break. So the focus of this method is to enable the learner to communicate effectively and appropriately in various situations she would be likely to find herself in. So the content of CLT courses or the communicative language teaching are different functions such as inviting. That's why we have the notional, functional syllabus. For this, when you say notional, functional, or oral situational approach, do you remember the oral situational approach, where different situations are given and then the students communicate according to that situation? So, for example, inviting. So, how do the students communicate when they would like to invite? So, in communicative language teaching, the students are placed in that situation. For example, you invite your friend. So the student communicates.